Absolutely wild. I'm actually really not that surprised. But this morning, it was 9:30 in the morning, my manager asked me to go into her office. And I said, yeah, what's up? And she's like, oh, I just got to talk to you real quick. And I came in and I happened to see that the HR lady was sitting on the computer. And I was like, oh, great. I'm either going to get yelled at or I'm going to get written up. No, I got fired.
Get out! Get out! Get the hell out of here!
I got fired for the TikToks that I make. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I understand, like, I do get that the company policy was you can do whatever you want, you just can't represent them, which I wasn't. I never once described the name of the company or anything like that, so that's wild. But I'm also not allowed to make TikToks in my uniform. So, love that for me.
Over the past year and a half, this whole TikTok and while at work thing has exploded. A lot of people are TikToking their whole work experience, sometimes the whole day. We've been trying to beg and plead with people over here on this channel to cut it out because it's not going to end well for you.
Stop! Stop it!
Well, guess what, y'all? It's not ending well. We're going to get into a whole bunch of stories from people that's been fired directly because of TikTok.
You gonna learn today.
What it look like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians, we're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, we're going to explore people that got fired directly because of TikTok.
TikTok!
And right now, it's an influx of them all over all social media platforms because that whole come to work with me and get ready for work with me, all that work TikTok stuff had exploded. And a lot of people didn't heed our warning that things were not going to end well for them. But nobody could tell your story better than you. So we're going to let these people tell their stories and let us know exactly how and why they got fired because of TikTok.
This is a PSA to not post day in the life, get ready with me, come to work with me when you are really working. I don't care how much you blur it out, there's always going to be a slip up. If you guys know, I post content on here, Instagram, LinkedIn all the time. I have just as many followers on my other platforms as I do on here. So all I do is post content, come work with me, things like that. But I posted a video on here that got me fired. And like many other people, you want to advocate, say, hey, this is what a day in the life of a logistical analyst, procurement, whatever, right? You want to show people ask like, hey, what are you doing your day to day while you're working to see if your career is something that they want to develop in. And like this video, it was really no different than my other content, except I kind of dived a little bit deeper and obviously too deep, right? So let's get into it. So this particular video, and it might still be on my page on TikTok. I know it's not obviously on my Instagram anymore, and that's where I got caught. But this video was a particular day in the life of me greeting my employees, going through my workflow, showing my phone, my work phone, and things like that. Literally knew all about the content, blurring it out, not zooming in, staying very far from the screen, right? But there was a slip up in my video. And honestly, the slip up was so much discreetful that I really did not even get called in about this until a month later. That's how like minimal this situation was and how oblivious I was. Like, what? When it kind of got brought to me, I was like, when did I even post this? Because I post content so much that I didn't even realize, right? But long story short, I posted the video. There was a piece in it about showing what customers real input in as far as their conversations, and that part I did not blur out. It was too much of a risk analysis if somebody really wanted to go ahead and crack the code of like who this customer was, what was going on, where did they live, right? And the company brought it to my attention. Somebody previously had did a day in a life situation and they had to let them go. My video was, when I say 99% like being like closed, like you didn't even know the company that I was talking about or the project that I was working on. But that one little slip up cost me my job. And as sorrowful as I was, it was nothing that I could do.
As you guys know, I'm the guy who got fired because of TikTok from Mercedes-Benz sales. These don't get easier, to be honest. But tell me how I just got word from someone who works there still that the person who snitched on me is denying it all to everyone else. So it was just a coincidence that you were viewing my page Tuesday night, right? And then it's also a coincidence that Wednesdays you're off and I go to work and I sell a car and everything's fine. But then when Thursday comes around, you're in a meeting with managers and you're viewing my TikTok again with the managers. Guys, I don't even believe in coincidences, honestly. But like, that is crazy. Like, you are like, that is like the crazy, like, people are crazy. People are crazy. Is it also a coincidence that an hour later after the meeting that now my manager was viewing my page too, lurking on my page? Is that also a coincidence? Like, what? You got me fired because of TikTok, and maybe it's because people at work are like, yo, that's kind of weird. I don't know what people at work are saying or doing. So you didn't double down on it, but you should. Tell everyone you got me fired because of my TikTok, instead of just simply pulling me to the side and saying, hey, Raph, you know, this content, I don't think management would agree with it for, you know, blah, 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 blah. Let's start taking some stuff down. Instead, I'm jobless and have to pay for a lot of stuff. My girlfriend's in Florida right now and enjoying her trip. I told her, don't worry about this right now. Obviously, it's kind of ruining her trip that I just got fired. But I told her it's all going to work out. God has a plan for her and I. We'll be fine. Guys, just my simple advice is just be low-key at work. You know, my next job I take, I'm going to be fully transparent about my social media, and I'm going to tell them that I will be posting content. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is going to be hard for me to continue to be the good person that I want to be. You know, it is going to be hard for me to go into work every day with a smile when you just know people are hating on you for like no reason. Like right now, I'm like feel even emotional about it. You know, it's crazy. Like, you really wanted to get me fired because of TikToks. Car related content and just what people could relate to in the car world. I don't even know if I have any more words.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
So let me tell you how TikTok cost my job. So I am a teacher, which I've never ever posted on here before that I am. I did, and I also do volleyball and I coach basketball. I have never been reprimanded, never had a verbal warning, never been written up. I don't get paid to do coaching. And I also had to take children in my vehicle to games because I didn't mind helping out. So I had a teacher mention to me about emails about meetings, which I don't get emails a lot, and I have mentioned that multiple times before, which no big deal. I can find out when meetings are. I just, ask somebody, and I don't mind to talk to people. So I go find the principal, that way I can talk about some of the other stuff that I need to know. And she shuts the door and everything, and well, we talk a little bit, and then she tells me I'm fired because of my TikTok. Now, we had a meeting on Tuesday, and social media had came up, which is fine. I know it's in there, and nobody had ever came to me about anything that I was doing that was wrong. Nobody said nothing at all. So apparently the board got together, and because that parent complained and got together and decided that my stuff was distasteful, and they decided to fire me. So all week long, we're just getting ready for open house on Thursday, and I go Thursday. I am there, and I am introducing myself to all these parents that I'm a PE teacher and a volleyball and a basketball coach. And then today, on Friday, they take me in there and tell me that I'm fired. So she is telling me all this that has happened, and she also goes on to mention that me and her have had a meeting, and that is not true. I have not had a sit-down meeting with her about my TikTok and what is distasteful of what I do. Because if that was to happen, I would have took my TikTok down, because I do love my job and I do love my kids. As for my TikTok, I do not add my students. I do not add nobody. I do not send requests to parents. I do not do any of that. I do not interact with any of the parents on my TikTok at all, or students. So my TikTok is my one side hobby that I love to do. I know it's awful, but my TikTok is the one place that I can just be myself. My makeup is one of the most fun things that I get to do. And when I do my transitions and stuff, it is so fun to me. And that's why I never advertised that I was a teacher or I showed any footage of that I worked at a school, because this was something separate from my life. And now I'm being punished for it, and it sucks. Mostly because I really like the kids and I enjoy PE, and I feel like that I am good at my job. But as much as I love my kids and I love my TikTok, I also told her that I was willing to take it down today. Like, while I was sitting in the office, I was willing to take it down, and that still wasn't good enough. So now I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't even know about my TikToks now. I don't know, I might quit it too. I mean, and it doesn't bother me that people don't like my TikToks. That's fine. There's people's that I don't like, but I don't know, guys. So the best advice I can give to you if you are a teacher and you do have a TikTok, I guess, just don't be like me. I do lack in confidence out in the real world, but my TikTok was the one place that I could do my makeup and I could feel beautiful and just be myself. And I don't know whether I'm going to keep my TikTok because I can't be myself. So you can definitely learn something from me. Also, I just found out they are not also letting me coach, and I don't even get paid for that, but they've already decided to replace me. So I guess you would say this is for educational purposes. But I hope y'all's day is a lot better than mine. I hope that y'all have a wonderful end of the summer and a great start to the school year and everything else. And I will miss my babies, and I will miss coaching, and I will miss getting to do games and play all day with the kids. So
we ain't here to judge nobody. We just here to hear people's stories. And one word of advice that I can give all my young people out there: they sold y'all this dream world that nobody's supposed to judge you because of your looks, because of your social media, because of the clothes that you wear, heck, because of the things that you do. People aren't supposed to judge you and hold anything against you. But I'm here to tell you, and if you ever believe anything that I tell you, believe this.
But listen up now, this is serious.
That'll never be the actual real world. That'll never be the real world. People will always judge you by your actions and by what they see you do, by the clothes you wear, by the piercings you have, by your tattoos, hell, by the color of your skin. People will always be judging you for something. So you need to get over that barrier. And when you're trying to move up the ladder and be successful in life, that has to be one of the first things in the front of your mind. If you're getting a tattoo, if you plan on having a job for the rest of your life, you need to think about that. You need to think about that, because it's going to be people that's going to hold that against you. And it's unfair that the world tells you that, you know what I mean? Yes, people shouldn't hold it against you. But man, people will hold the smallest things against you. I'm just trying to give you a word of advice and help. And it's just not for the tattoo people. This is just for everything. Tattoos, piercings, your social media, the way you dress, the shoes you wear, the language that you use. Just remember that.
Message.
So you're firing me over because because I'm on TikTok, or I don't understand.
I don't see why you would want to represent yourself the way you have been online, and you certainly will not be representing our company with your behavior online.
Okay, so that's it. So so it's over. I'm done.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna be processing your.
You know what, Marty? We've known each other for 7 years now. You've always had it out for me. So you know what? F you, f the bank. Yeah.
Classy,
yes.
classy.
Yeah. F you guys, and I'm gonna start my own bank, and I'm gonna run you out of business. So thanks for nothing.
Best of luck. Best of luck.
Thanks for nothing.
I hope.
My emotions! My emotions!
Guess who lost their job because of TikTok? I posted a video which I took down, but I posted a video talking about answering questions that I've gotten, and one of them, because I did have a job, like one was like, what would you do if you got a role? And I said, like, I would quit my job. Like, if I got a big opportunity, I wouldn't stay at the job that I worked at. It was not like a corporate job. Like, it was literally like a teenager's, like, first job type of thing. Like, restaurant. Somebody I worked with seen it, and they went to my boss and made it sound like I was talking crap on the company that I worked for, which I didn't say anything bad about them. I just said, like, if I had an opportunity, I would not continue to work where I work. And they fired me. Because apparently I was talking bad about their company, and I did not apparently, like, want the job enough, I guess. And I wouldn't have been that upset about it, except for the fact, like, that job literally was my gateway to pay for all the crap that goes into being in this industry. Like, good headshots, they cost money. Like, at the end of the day, like, everything costs money. Everything is expensive. Like, I need good headshots, or to be able to have, like, a good quality, like, when I do, like, self-tapes and stuff, or even just, like, to fly out to places, like, or talent managers, or, like, anything. Like, that was my gateway to that, because I didn't want my parents pay for it, and now I don't have it. And I've tried, and, like, recently I've been so blessed to be able to send in so many self-tapes that I will be hearing back from in the next couple days, weeks, months even. And at this point, it's like, I don't really know if there's a point to go get a whole new job out at, like, another place, because A, obviously they have problems with it, but 2, because if I, off freaking chance that I book something, then I'm gonna have to quit the job anyways, and apparently that's the problem. And I like to preface, like, I didn't claim to the people there that, like, I was working there for a long period of time whatsoever. And when I applied, like, I started working for them, like, it was very clear, like, in everything that they had, like, given me, like, you can quit literally for whatever you want, for whatever reason, like, it's fine. So, I guess, the unemployed jokes really apply to me now, because literally, like, I am. So, great.
That was petty by your job, but that was the wrong question to answer. Y'all can't, if you're gonna be on these social media platforms, don't be taking the bait and answering crazy questions. You had to have more questions than that.
I plead the fifth.
TikTok, I just want y'all to know I lost my job f***ing with y'all. Yes, I got fired because they said I've been advertising our company on you guys' social media. Now I'm jobless. And you know what's so funny is they send me the videos. When they send me the videos, y'all, I couldn't do nothing but laugh, because I'm like, I'm looking good, and I do have their uniform on, just advertising this everywhere, ally everywhere. But I make content, and they fired from that. So I'm just letting y'all know that I'm jobless because of you.
No, actually, it's not me. It is you.
I got fired from my job because of this video.
Is it going?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm Michael Donato. Natty as fuck. Let's see. Oh! No.
No.
Get it off. 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 Get it off.
You smart. You very smart.
Here's your vanilla milkshake. I ordered chocolate. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the last I checked, it is not exactly an okay thing to go on TikTok or go live on TikTok while you're at work. To see people actually get fired from that is not all shocking. In fact, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often.
Surprised it doesn't happen more often? That's what this whole video was about. It's happening all the time. Watch this lady.
I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it. Thank you. Have a good day, y'all.
Where are you flying to today? Just oh, fun. Are we going to visit, or is that where we're from? That's home. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta stop by and say hi. What's your name? I'm Jenny. I'm Bree. Nice to meet you.
What we looking at?
What are we looking at? So we're out of NC-17. That's probably what it was. We're out of NC-17. You want me to make you a sample of it though? That way you can, I got you. Babe, did you want to take a picture of the bottle and the color? Yeah. That way we know for next time. Here you go, my love. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You have a great day. It's a syrup that you're going with, right? Yes. This is Whirl. She is a little bit darker, but it's perfect because once this like mixed together.
Oh my God.
I actually really feel bad.
She literally recorded all day long. Pretty much from the time she left the house, she was recording on the shuttle. Yo, man, I think some people are addicted, man. She was, well, I guess she ain't had no choice but to record after she got fired. She was going to have to try to get monetized. But people got it bad for this TikTok.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's a very, very vulnerable moment for me because today, I lost my job for going live on TikTok. My live was just to show a day in the life as a manager. I went live while I was doing payroll. I went another live when I was doing scheduling. It was in a corner. And one of my staff members, I guess, screenshotted or something and went to my regional and was like, Mark's going live at work. She started asking me about the live, asked me what I'm doing. She came in today and was like, were you going live at work? I was like, oh yeah. I said, yeah, I go live when I'm sitting at my desk. I just pretty much prop the phone off in the corner. You can't really hear any sound. It's just more or less me working on music while Pandora plays if I'm at my desk. So why would you do that? I said, well, I do music and stuff on my TikTok, and one of my friends encouraged that I just show day in life and just kind of do things like that. I said, but I didn't think I violated any policies. She said, yeah. She's like, yeah, you can't be on your phone at work, on social media, you can't be live. I said, okay, well, I apologize, I won't do that no more. I was just more or less just trying to show my supporters what it was and just kind of give them an idea of what I was doing and just kind of being just being transparent in my life, just like I'm trying to do right now. And she was like, Mark, well, unfortunately, you just told me that you're going live on the clock to get paid through another entity, and unfortunately, that's a violation of our policy. We don't feel like you've been in it. It looks like you're focused somewhere else. Mind you, I just redid our policy today. I just did all of our SOPs for our new training process, just rebuilt the binder, just did a month's worth of schedules. I mean, I just did everything I need to do. All my stuff is caught up, by the way. I'm not behind on anything in regards to my work, anything I got going on. I was like, well, I just was doing, during my productive hours. I didn't think this would, contribute negatively towards what we got going on. She was like, unfortunately, it's out of my hands. I said, have you seen my lives? She's like, no. I said, well, can I show you what the live is? I said, I can't give you an idea to maybe lighten the load in regards to what happened. So she's like, yeah, so she wanted to look at it. She's like, oh. Well, that's besides the point. Mark, regardless if you didn't put the information in there or anything, you can Google your name and know where you work. You can Google you and find out where you are. This is why we encourage people to be private on social media, because people can see what you're doing, what you got going on, and because of what you're doing and where you're doing it at, it can negatively impact the business. In my mind, I'm thinking like, I don't know where the negativity can happen behind promoting being productive at work. So, okay, well, no problem. I was like, where do we go from here? I said, I can stay off. She was like, unfortunately, we gonna let you go. No warning, no write-ups. Just let me go. Man, it broke my heart because I really was trying my best to focus on culture, work on bringing people together, trying to find that balance. I had never worked in animal health before, so my learning curve was a little wider than usual, so I don't want to give no excuses or act like I was perfect, but I really was trying. I was doing my best. I actually went to work today at 6 a.m. just to make sure I'm prepared for our meeting today. I went in early just to take care of whatever we need to be taken care of, just to kind of say I was having a good day. I was having a good day. I was having one. And, it really, like I said, broke my heart, man. And then when I got home, my heart was broken even more. I talked to my brother about it. And he was like, man, it's because you're supposed to be doing this social media stuff. You're supposed to be putting out this music. You're supposed to be singing. You're supposed to be doing it for, you're supposed to be doing it for a living. You're not supposed to be going to work. You're not supposed to be clocking in nowhere. And I go out and look at my backyard and I see like a whole family of deer. I was like, man, it's deer in my backyard. He said, that's a sign. It's a sign of life after. I'm like,
oh, y'all done got me fired.
oh, can't post, man.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Y'all done got me fired from my fucking job, bro. Appreciate it.
So with that being said, can you tell me about the post that you posted on TikTok specifically over the last 48 hours?
No. Can you show me it?
I can.
Cool. Let's see me. Let's do that.
I'm going to only show screenshots of those posts right now.
No, not the whole video?
Not the
No.
whole videos.
Dang.
But, you know, you are aware of what they
Just a
are.
little bit.
So,
Just a little bit.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to share that. You know what I'm talking about.
Then I
So,
totally don't.
You totally don't know what I'm talking
That's what I
about.
said. I don't know what you're talking about.
They done fired me from Walmart. Cool. My thing is, I didn't know 20,000 followers was a lot. Look how they did me though. Check this out. They get right into it, right? So they started doing little slick shit, right? 5 days on, 1 day off. 5 days on, 3 days off. 4 days on, 1 day off. Slick shit like that now, right? But you know what I'm saying? Their reason for firing me was I called off 2 times, right? Now come on, bitch. Now if you gonna work me 5 days in a row and then 1 day off, 3 days in a row, 1 day off, 4 days in a row, 1 day off, 5 days in a row, man, f all that other shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with a nigga. I know y'all seen my video, bro. Oh, 300,000 views, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you got niggas in here talking about it. We gonna get into that shit. My thing is, bro, nigga only called off twice, and 2 of the reasons that I called out were reasonable as you know what I'm saying? We're going on, y'all folk, man. It's your boy, Mr. King, man. We back with another one, you know what I'm saying? We on this road to riches. Listen, man. It's gonna be a lot of shit that come with this shit. I know that. It's gonna be a lot of shit that come with this road to riches. I got to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? But, all, you know what I'm saying? All the other shit, let's get right into it, right? Now, check it out, right? Heard enough.
Nah, we done heard enough. Go check out Monsieur King, Mr. King over on TikTok if you want to hear that full story. It's another like 9 minutes to that. He get all into it. But the only thing I got to say to you, Mr. King, is it seems like you really riding that whole viral thing. And let me tell you, just from making a little content myself, I got a bad space hand worth of virals. I got one in a possible. Got one at like 6 million and one at like 2.5, 3 or something like that. And the virals are nothing more than content lottery tickets. You can't base nothing on going viral. Everybody goes viral if you make enough content. It's just like you gonna win a couple dollars on a scratch off if you play enough scratch offs. It's bound to happen. So don't put too much stake into going viral. Try to get a little consistent stream of content that you putting out that's consistently doing something. But the viral, don't hang your hat too much on the viral. And to be 100% honest with you, the video that you already put out does not matter. Your next video is the one that matters. This video right here could do 1 million views. It could do 1 million plus views. But if my next video dud and my next video dud and my next video dud, this video only gonna last but for so long. So it's all about your next piece. But anyway, man, question for everybody out there. What if your job told you flat out, it's either the job or your social media? What would you do?
So as you guys can see, I've cried all day today at work. All day. Because today was officially my last day. 7 years. Over 7 years. And some may say I'm wrong, but I'm not willing to delete or scrub all my stuff off of social media because one of the teachers looked at my profile all weekend and decided to go over my boss's head. It's not his fault because they went above his head and called the superintendent. So now I'm without a job because she didn't like what I wear. Yeah. And now it comes down just to the principle of it. This sucks. is on this kids, on this some of the people, a lot of the people literally just cry all day. As you can see, all my stuff, all of it. I hope to God you're happy, whoever you are. Don't forget, I saw who looked at TikTok this weekend that I've had the same concept last year. And nobody complained then. But we're gonna complain now, right? Because all I finished is so bad. Yeah, I get it. Teachers are, everybody's held to a higher standard, right? Even when but not once has anything been said or asked or anything until today. Basically, I'm giving an ultimatum. Maybe I chose wrong, but it's the principle now.
Hit me in the comments section and let me know exactly what you're doing in that situation. I don't know, maybe the job know more than what I know. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about it in the comments section. But anyway, this next lady, I think she got a legitimate gripe, if I ever heard a legitimate gripe. If you ask me, her employer crossed the line.
Y'all, I was getting ready to advertise this blouse, okay? Absolutely beautiful. I do wear this without any pants or my boots or anything, okay? Let me tell you this. My boss just called me, and she said since I decided I didn't want to work this weekend, because mind you, I've worked 80 hours a week now for the last 9 weeks. I'm an accountant. They decided they were going to fire me today. They said I look like I want to spend more time on TikTok showing clothes and having fun than I could not take my job serious, okay? Couldn't take my job serious. So you know what? I'm going to elevate the out of this TikTok, and the corporate world can kiss my ass. I am done busting my ass for other people. I'm going to bust my ass for myself. So you know what? Your girl loves the blouse. Hell yes, I do. I love it with my boots. I love it with nothing on at all. And that job. That's how I feel today.
Kiss my entire ass.
If she just gave him 80 for 9 weeks straight, like she said, and she wanted a weekend, I don't care what she wanted to do. She earned her TikToks. If you gave 9 weeks at 80, 9 weeks at 80 hours, and you got something to say about me detoxing and doing some TikToks, all that counting, 80 hours of counting? Yeah, man, she got a gripe. She got a gripe. But it wouldn't be a video about people getting fired over TikTok if we didn't have a nurse in here somewhere.
When you get fired for doing TikToks at work.
You can eat while you send another patient.
First of all, I paid for that.
Professional.
I did. That's just what I put it in as.
Professional. Okay, you're in a patient's room recording a video. Tell me how that is okay.
I was in the patient's room. I was in an empty room.
I don't care if it's an empty room or a full room.
Okay, first of all, you can calm down.
No, you be hey, look, Tracy, be professional. That's a lawsuit.
When you started here, that those
be professional.
Completely inappropriate.
Okay.
Your videos and your postings on TikTok with your videos, your name tag, the business where you work, and the comments that you're making are completely unprofessional and inappropriate.
What comments?
Who's watching your TikTok?
The one about 2 nurses holding down your favorite patient.
Holding down my favorite patient.
That can be tolerated as abuse. I've seen the video.
Okay, so did you see me hold down a resident? Or was it just said? It was just said.
No,
that.
be professional because she don't know you do comedy.
I do comedy. I do comedy. I do comedy. So
just
go
ahead. I don't care if you do comedy. You no longer work at this facility.
Okay, that's fine.
No, actually, what's the measurements of why you can't work there again?
She said because I did a TikTok.
That's just a violation and inappropriate use of a cell phone on a floor where it's not even allowed.
How is that a HIPAA violation? Did you put any the patients in the video or state anything that they do?
No.
I'm a lawyer now. That's why I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I was asking her, not you.
Effective today, your employment with Regency at Lansing
Okay, and you'll have a lawsuit. Y'all will have a lawsuit.
Lawsuit has begun.
Man, I know y'all signed some type of paperwork, man. The nurses done told me in the comments section that y'all signed all types of paperwork and it's all type of awareness about these cell phones and social media. So I think that's why staff sound so enraged on the phone. They like, come on now, dog. Come on, man. And I think the people that perpetrate these stunts, they don't realize that you doing that is putting everybody's job at jeopardy. It's putting the whole facility in jeopardy, man. That's the type of stuff that get places closed down and that type of stuff. Now, nobody got a job. And while you sitting here mad because somebody barking at you a little bit, just take a step back and kind of look at if things would have really went nuclear, what would have happened? But anyway, man, I don't know all the rules on the nursing because I'm not a nurse. But I'm going to let a nurse explain to you exactly how serious this is. Because playing around at your job in Walmart or Lowe's and you know what I mean, getting caught on the phone and getting fired for TikTok is one thing. But getting caught as a nurse is a whole different story.
One social media post could end your nursing career. And no, the First Amendment won't protect you, but let's talk about why. Here's the reality. When you work in healthcare, you are held to a higher standard. We carry licenses, and our employers have policies to protect patients, the hospital's reputation, and the profession as a whole. That means if you post something that looks unprofessional or harmful in some way, even if you're off the clock, you can face discipline and termination. Because remember, perception is reality. And yes, your state board of nursing can get involved too. A lot of people might think, what about free speech? I have First Amendment rights, but the truth is the First Amendment protects you from the government punishing your speech. It does not stop your employer from enforcing their policies. If your hospital or facility has a social media or professionalism policy in place, and most all of them do, that's the one that actually matters. And when you signed your employment agreement, you agreed to those rules. So here's what not to post. Patient details. Even if it seems very vague, that is a HIPAA risk. Complaints about patients or families or coworkers, any hot takes on political or social issues, photos or videos with your badge on that connects you to your facility, those are all liabilities. Instead, you could use social media to educate or share just very general nursing humor or advocate for the nursing profession in a professional way. Before you post something, ask yourself, would I be okay if my boss or my patient or the board of nursing saw this post tomorrow? If the answer is no, don't post it. At the end of the day, your license is worth much more than a viral video. Free speech will not save your job, but good judgment will.
Man, it wouldn't be a getting fired video without the nurses, man. Every video y'all have come through and y'all have represented, man. I give you that, man. The nurses represent. On I just got fired video or I got fired because of TikTok video. But it was an important line in there that she said when she was speaking about, yes, you have freedom of speech under the amendments and all that. But when it comes to your job, you got to follow your job's rules.
I have First Amendment rights, but the truth is the First Amendment protects you from the government punishing your speech. It does not stop your employer from enforcing their policies.
And I think that's where the disconnect is with a lot of people, man. You running around like it's history class, talking all this amendments and freedom of speech and freedom and all that's fine and dandy, but is any of that in the handbook? Did you check the handbook to see if any of that freedom was in that handbook? If it's not, man, you're going to have to fall back. You're going to have to follow the rules of the job, man. And 100% of the time, TikTok and you blabbing their business all over the internet, they not going to want that. So once again, another video about people getting fired because of TikTok is going to end. And we just going to ask y'all one more time, man. Put the phones down while you at work. Go give them people they 8 hours like you contracted to give them. Give them they 8 hours. Give them a good 8 hours, a solid 8 hours, because anything that your name is attached to, you want it to be legit. So go in there, give them a solid 8 hours, then go home and live your life. And while you giving them that 8 hours, keep your business to yourself. People don't need to know all your business. That's one way that Gen Xers get over on you young people. Y'all like for the whole world to know y'all business, and then y'all end up getting in trouble because, like I said earlier, people always are going to be judging something. So stop giving people so much to judge, man, and just fall back. But anyway, man, this video is going to end like all the other videos, man. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.